The human body is often described as a biological masterpiece, a complex and perfectly synchronized machine that performs countless functions every second. But what most people don't realize is just how many of those functions are beyond extraordinary. From the invisible systems that keep us alive to the bizarre abilities we rarely think about, our bodies are packed with secrets that science is still uncovering. Today, we're about to dive deep into the most mind-blowing facts about your body that will completely change the way you see yourself. Imagine a machine capable of regenerating, adapting, and even outperforming the most advanced technologies. That machine is your body. With over 37 trillion cells working around the clock, it builds, defends, repairs, and evolves. Every heartbeat, every breath, every blink happens in a fraction of a second, all while you go about your day. And while you might feel ordinary, the science inside you is nothing short of extraordinary. In this video, we're going to explore 10 shocking and fascinating facts about the human body that reveal just how little we know about what's going on inside of us. We'll uncover bizarre capabilities, explain some strange phenomena, and expose the jaw-dropping biological hacks that nature has given us. Some of these will make you laugh. Others might freak you out. But all of them will leave you amazed. So, grab a seat, take a deep breath, and get ready for a journey through your own biology that feels more like science fiction than science. Because by the time we reach the end, you'll realize that your body is more powerful, more mysterious, and more mind-blowing than you ever imagined. Your stomach is stronger than acid. Most people don't realize that their stomach is a biological powerhouse. The acid inside your stomach, known as hydrochloric acid, is so potent that it can dissolve metal. That's right, on the pH scale, stomach acid is close to battery acid. So how does your stomach not digest itself? It's thanks to a special lining that regenerates every few days, creating a natural protective shield that would rival any armor invented by humans. This acid isn't just sitting there doing nothing. It plays a crucial role in breaking down the food you eat, killing off dangerous bacteria, and helping your body absorb nutrients. The strength of this acid means that your stomach is constantly engaged in chemical warfare, digesting food while protecting your internal organs from harm. It's a dangerous job that your body handles seamlessly, day after day. But here's where things get really interesting. If this acid were to escape your stomach lining in large amounts, it could start digesting your own tissues. That's exactly what happens in cases of ulcers or acid reflux gone extreme. Fortunately, your body has backup systems, like mucus production and hormone regulation, to keep this from becoming a daily threat. Another wild fact? The cells in your stomach lining produce this acid in response to signals from your brain triggered by the sight, smell, or even the thought of food. That means your digestive system starts firing up even before you take your first bite. Your body is always one step ahead. It's a reminder that something as routine as digestion is actually a finely tuned, high-stakes operation happening inside you all the time. Your stomach isn't just a food processor, it's a battlefield of chemical reactions happening right now. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a light bulb. At first glance, your brain might not seem like an electrical powerhouse, but it is. The human brain generates around 20 watts of electrical power, enough to light up a small bulb. This electricity comes from the activity of billions of neurons firing signals between each other every second. In fact, your brain is more active at night while you sleep than during the day when you're awake. That's because it's hard at work processing memories, organizing information, and performing maintenance tasks that keep you functional. This constant electrical buzz isn't just background noise, it powers every single thought, memory, and decision. Neurons communicate via electrical impulses called action potentials. When one fires, it triggers the next, creating a ripple effect that travels through your neural network like a lightning-fast relay race. This is how you're able to recognize a face, remember a name, or feel emotion in less than a second. But it gets even more astonishing. The brain's electrical system is so sophisticated that if all your neurons fired at once, the surge of electricity would be powerful enough to interfere with nearby electronic devices. That's not science fiction, that's your real-life brain potential. Some scientists even believe that brain waves can sync between individuals during deep conversation or shared experiences. Even more bizarre, your brain operates on less energy than a 10-watt light bulb while multitasking, imagining impossible things, and navigating complex emotions. And it does this with virtually no rest. There's never a moment when your brain is truly off. Even during unconscious states, parts of your brain continue to monitor your surroundings and regulate essential systems. So next time you flip on a light, think about this: the most complex object in the known universe is inside your skull, humming with electricity, running your life more efficiently than any computer ever built. You shed your entire skin every month. Your skin might look stable, but it's in a constant state of transformation. Every 28 to 30 days, your entire outer layer of skin is replaced. That means, month after month, you've been wearing a completely new version of yourself without even realizing it. In fact, you lose between 30,000 to 40,000 dead skin cells every minute, enough to fill a small jar by the end of the day. This shedding process is called desquamation, and it's essential for your health. Your skin is your first line of defense against the outside world, dirt, bacteria, UV rays, and pollutants. As the top layer wears out, your body pushes up newer, stronger cells from beneath, keeping your barrier fresh and resilient. It's like nature's way of renewing your armor without requiring a reboot. And here's a strange twist: most of the dust you see in your home? It's made up of these dead skin cells. So not only are you constantly regenerating, but you're also unintentionally decorating your environment with microscopic pieces of yourself. It's a little gross, but also a testament to your body's relentless maintenance routine. What's more impressive is that your skin can adapt to environmental changes. In drier climates, it produces more oil; in colder weather, it thickens slightly. It even changes color in response to sun exposure, increasing melanin to protect your inner layers. All of this happens without conscious control, powered by millions of tiny biological decisions every second. Your skin isn't just a protective layer, it's a dynamic organ that reflects your health, responds to your environment, and refreshes itself like clockwork. So the next time you look in the mirror, know this: you're literally a work in progress, and your skin proves it. Your bones are stronger than concrete. You might think of bones as rigid and fragile, but pound for pound, your bones are stronger than concrete. Especially the femur, the largest bone in the body, which can support up to 30 times the weight of the average human. That means your skeleton is a marvel of natural engineering, lightweight, durable, and capable of absorbing extreme stress. The strength of bones comes from their internal structure. Under a microscope, bone tissue looks like a complex honeycomb, combining flexibility with resilience. This microscopic lattice allows bones to withstand pressure and resist breaking, even during high-impact activities like running or jumping. In fact, the density of compact bone is comparable to stainless steel, yet it's significantly lighter. And yet, bones aren't just static support beams. They're alive. Inside each bone is marrow, a spongy tissue that produces over 2 million blood cells every second. Bones are also constantly renewing themselves. Old bone cells are broken down and replaced by new ones in a process called remodeling, which keeps them strong and functional throughout your life. Here's something even wilder: astronauts who spend time in zero gravity lose bone density rapidly because they're not putting weight on their skeletons. It's proof that bones respond to stress. More pressure makes them denser, less pressure makes them weaker. This is why exercise, especially weight-bearing movements, is crucial for bone health. So even though you may not see your bones, they're constantly working in the background, supporting, producing, adapting, and evolving. They're not just the framework of your body, they're living proof that strength can come in the most surprising forms. Your blood travels thousands of miles each day. Your heart might be the size of a fist, but it fuels one of the most incredible systems in the human body. Each day, your blood travels an astonishing 12,000 miles through your circulatory system. That's roughly the distance from New York to Johannesburg and back. With every beat, your heart pumps life through a 60,000-mile-long network of vessels that reach every cell in your body. This journey is far from a straight line. Your blood carries oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste, navigating an intricate highway of arteries, veins, and capillaries. The tiniest vessels, called capillaries, are so narrow that red blood cells must squeeze through them single file. And yet, this all happens at lightning speed, delivering oxygen to your brain in under 10 seconds. What's truly mind-blowing is that your body does this effortlessly, repeating the cycle over 100,000 times per day. The heart never takes a break. Even in sleep, during exercise, or in moments of extreme stress, it adjusts its rhythm to meet your body's demands. That adaptability is what keeps you alive in every condition imaginable. And get this, in an average lifetime, your heart will pump over 1 million barrels of blood, enough to fill 3 supertankers. It's an unrelenting engine of circulation, fueled not by electricity or gasoline, but by biology. This constant motion is essential, because just a few minutes without oxygenated blood can cause irreversible damage to critical organs. So next time you feel your pulse, remember, you're feeling the rhythm of a system so vast and efficient, it could circle the Earth twice a day. That's not just a heartbeat, it's a biological symphony in motion. Your eyes can distinguish over 10 million colors. Your eyes might seem simple on the outside, but inside, they're a scientific marvel. The human eye is equipped with over 120 million rod cells for detecting light and about 6 million cone cells for perceiving color. These cone cells allow us to see an estimated 10 million different hues. That's more than any camera lens ever designed. And yet, your eyes don't just capture light, they decode a full spectrum of emotion, detail, and motion in real time. Each color you perceive is the result of wavelengths interacting with those cone cells. There are 3 main types: red sensitive, green sensitive, and blue sensitive. But their overlap is what unlocks the rainbow, literally. When these cones process light together, your brain mixes and matches to create millions of distinct tones, from the subtlest pastels to the boldest fluorescence. And if that's not amazing enough, consider this: your brain actually edits what your eyes see. It fills in blind spots, adjusts brightness automatically, and even creates the illusion of smooth motion by stitching together individual visual frames. What you see isn't just raw data, it's a refined version, optimized for your understanding and survival. Here's a twist: some people, mostly women, possess a rare 4th type of cone cell, potentially allowing them to perceive up to 100 million colors. These individuals, called tetrachromats, see the world in a way that most of us can't even imagine. Meanwhile, your pupils, constantly dilating and contracting, are adjusting the amount of light that enters your eyes, like a living camera shutter. So next time you admire a sunset, look at your favorite painting, or pick out a ripe fruit at the market, remember, your eyes are not just organs. They're advanced, adaptive sensors translating electromagnetic waves into stunning, colorful reality. Your gut is your second brain. Deep within your abdomen lies an unexpected source of intelligence: your gut. That's right, your digestive system has its own complex network of over 100 million neurons, often called the enteric nervous system. This second brain can operate independently of your central nervous system and is responsible for managing digestion, detecting threats, and even producing neurotransmitters like serotonin. In fact, about 90% of your body's serotonin, a key chemical that affects mood, sleep, and appetite, is produced in the gut. This means your gut health directly influences how you feel emotionally. When people say they have a gut feeling, it's not just a figure of speech. The connection between your gut and your brain is so strong that scientists now believe it plays a role in anxiety, depression, and decision-making. And your gut is far from empty, it houses trillions of microbes that form your microbiome. These microscopic tenants help you digest food, regulate your immune system, and even protect against disease. Some researchers have gone so far as to suggest that your gut bacteria can influence your behavior by sending signals to your brain. It's as if your microbes have a say in your cravings, thoughts, and energy levels. What's more, this system is constantly learning. Just like your brain stores experiences, your gut adapts to the foods you eat and the stress you experience. That's why diet, sleep, and stress management are not just about physical health, they're about brain health too. And when something goes wrong, like irritable bowel syndrome, it often comes with emotional side effects. The takeaway? Your gut is not just a tube for processing food. It's a biological command center influencing everything from digestion to emotions, proving once again that intelligence isn't just in your head. You glow in the dark, but it's invisible. Believe it or not, your body emits light. This isn't science fiction, it's a biological phenomenon known as bioluminescence. Human bodies release a faint glow due to biochemical reactions, specifically, the oxidation of lipids and proteins that release photons as byproducts. Unfortunately for us, this glow is 1,000 times weaker than the human eye can detect. Japanese researchers captured this phenomenon using ultra-sensitive cameras. What they found was astonishing: the glow follows a daily rhythm, peaking in the late afternoon and fading at night. It also varies by body part. The cheeks, forehead, and neck tend to emit more light than other areas. You're basically pulsing with invisible energy, even while doing absolutely nothing. So why don't we see it? Our eyes aren't equipped to detect such low levels of visible light. But just because it's invisible doesn't mean it's not real. This subtle bioluminescence might be a byproduct of cellular respiration, the process by which your body converts nutrients into energy. In other words, your light comes from your inner fire. Some scientists are exploring whether this glow could be used to detect disease. Because stress and illness alter your body's chemical balance, changes in this bioluminescent output might someday become an early warning system for health problems. Imagine a future where doctors can scan your glow instead of running invasive tests. Even though you can't see it, your body is a glowing beacon of biological activity. It's a reminder that your cells are always working, always creating, and always radiating energy, even in complete darkness. Your memory is stronger than you think. Your brain's capacity to store information is nothing short of miraculous. Some scientists estimate the human memory can hold up to 2.5 petabytes of data, that's roughly 3 million hours of TV shows. But memory isn't just about volume, it's about complexity. Your brain doesn't store information like a hard drive. Instead, it builds networks of associations, making it easier to recall details through emotions, smells, or experiences. Think of your memory like a web. Every new piece of information attaches to something you already know. That's why stories, songs, or emotional events are easier to remember than raw numbers. Your brain prioritizes memories based on meaning, repetition, and emotional impact. It's not perfect, but it's incredibly adaptive, constantly reshaping itself through a process called neuroplasticity. This means your brain is never truly fixed. With the right stimulation, you can actually rewire your brain to enhance memory, recover from trauma, or learn new skills. That's why habits, affirmations, and repetition are so powerful. You're not just remembering, you're literally building a new physical pathway in your brain. Here's another twist: your brain edits memories every time you recall them. It's like updating a file, and sometimes, details get distorted. That's why eyewitness testimony can be unreliable. But it also means that your past isn't frozen, you're constantly reshaping your personal story. So the next time you think you have a bad memory, remember this: your brain is one of the most advanced learning machines in existence. And with a little care and training, it's capable of more than you've ever imagined. You're made of stardust, perhaps the most poetic fact of all. Every atom in your body was forged in the heart of a dying star. Hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, all essential elements for life, originated in stellar explosions billions of years ago. When those stars exploded, they scattered these elements across the universe, where they eventually coalesced into planets, oceans, and yes, humans. That means your bones, your blood, your brain are composed of materials that have traveled across time and space. You're not just on Earth, you're of it. And not just Earth, but the cosmos itself. Carl Sagan famously said, "We are made of star stuff," and he was right in the most literal sense. It also means the iron in your blood is the same type of iron found in meteorites and planetary cores. Your calcium, essential for bones and teeth, was once a particle drifting through space. It's a mind-bending realization that the most personal parts of us are also the most universal. But the story gets even more fascinating. The energy powering your body today, the glucose you eat, the oxygen you breathe, is also recycled cosmic energy. Every breath, every heartbeat, every thought is part of a chain that began in the stars and continues through you. So next time you look up at the night sky, realize this: you're not just looking at the stars. You are the stars. The universe isn't just out there, it's in you, and it always has been. The human body is far more than just flesh and bone. It is a masterpiece of evolution, engineering, and mystery. We've explored the stomach's acidic might, the brain's electric genius, and the skeleton's hidden strength, but that's just scratching the surface. Every cell, every function, and every reflex reveals how astonishingly complex and beautifully efficient our biology truly is. We walk around each day carrying these miracles within us, often without giving them a second thought. What's even more fascinating is how much remains unknown. Despite centuries of scientific discovery, the human body continues to surprise researchers with new revelations. There are cells we still don't fully understand, networks we've only begun to map, and interactions between organs that challenge the very way we define life. This mystery isn't a limitation, it's a promise. A promise that the deeper we look, the more wonder we find. Your body isn't just known science, it's an ongoing story. This video wasn't just about facts, it was about changing the way you see yourself. Whether it's your glowing skin, your adaptive gut, or your cosmic origins, the human body is full of connections that tie you to your environment, your past, and even the universe itself. You're not just a person, you're a living, evolving ecosystem of miracles wrapped in skin and powered by stardust. So the next time you take a breath, look at your hands, or feel your heart beating in your chest, take a moment to appreciate what's really happening. Inside you is a system more advanced than any machine, more mysterious than any novel, and more powerful than you've probably ever realized. You don't need science fiction to find the unbelievable. It's already living inside you. If this video opened your eyes, or made you look at your body in a new light, then hit that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping content, and share this with someone who needs to hear just how incredible they truly are. Because the most mind-blowing thing about the human body is that it's yours. And it's more amazing than anything you ever imagined.